Lucky 56.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep, and this is taken in at the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over. Hot, hot.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Gone, gone, gone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 44 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Eluding the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a second and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Watch it now, Barney.
On second down, here's Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Rosen on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Throw left side complete. That's Day. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Rosen to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now it's Rosen looking. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56!
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrington. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They're going to look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. Caught left side, Williams. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They'll set up a throw. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and goal. Rosen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bows.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Coleman has it here right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Buying time to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, look at 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Detroit!
It's Coleman here. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that's tough duty for a strong safety because truly he's a hybrid-type player. A pass defender, which makes him more of a defensive back, but really his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking those guys on, but that's a tough task there, taking on the big fella.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The wrist seems fine. The legs were never a problem as DJ's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rosen underneath for Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. He was looking for Matthews that time. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
This one complete to Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rosen. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Rosen to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rosen to throw on third down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field?
Here's Rosen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try and sneak it here. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Arizona, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop below 500 to 2 and 3 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.